So welcome. So I'm Tim, I'm the project manager. It's my job to kind of make sure that Summer Arts College goes ahead and is a good experience for everybody. And I don't know who wants to go next.
My name's Leslie. I normally work at Northfield School and I'm going to be responsible for literacy and numeracy and feeding you.
What we're going to do is we're going to split our day into 4 parts. So basically this morning we're going to do a quick session before our break when we just want to agree very quickly how we need to do the Summer Arts College so that we're all clear about kind of the basics about breaks and food and transport and behaviour and getting paid and that kind of stuff. After the break...
Why are you paying us to do this? Is it because you know nobody would do it without it?
I don't know, you have to ask the funders, but they gave me £30 a week maximum for each other person, so I wasn't going to say no favours, was I? Because
so being back at school again, we've just finished it. Shit.
We are all different, and we've got 5 weeks in the summer to work really hard together. There's going to be times when we get stressed with each other. There's no doubt about it. Okay. So what do you do if you're finding that you're getting stressed? Sorry, Joe.
Sit somewhere and chill for a little while.
Yeah.
With family.
So what should I call it? Should I call it stress or something?
What about time out to encourage that? You guys don't have that.
Time out. I think time out's a good policy. It's what basically what Jamie was saying.
Bad mood and having a little friddy just so you can have
I'm just thinking, how are you going to feel if you guys are working hard on something and there's one person who just seems to be taking a lot of time out?
I reckon you should be able to take time out, but if you're taking the piss, then we will put a limit on it.
Yeah.
But until then...
What about if you bring a drink that hasn't been opened just in case you're worried about something else coming in?
I'm not going to talk over the top now. As I explained, the upstairs theatre is a very professional space with a sprung floor.
Yeah, we understand now.
But what's the difference between water or squash?
Why can't we just bring like bottles like that?
It's got a little bit of flavour in it. What's the difference between water and squash?
Would it be fair if I just said no drinks up there? Because I can't risk things getting spilled up there.
Do you know how expensive a dance floor is?
If you bring a bottle of drink, hasn't been opened, or something, or like there's other drinks you can.
How am I ruining it for other people?
Because it's got a lid on it.
It's not exactly going to spill. I'm not just going to open it and leave it there open, am I?
I was wondering, Tim, if we could have our drinks just outside the studio, like leave our bottles outside and then just step up.
Why?
But that's not fair. You're accepting water, but you're not.
No, we're not accepting water either. We've decided now. No, because it's too much hassle, so we won't. We'll have everything outside. Sorry? No, I'm just saying it's too much hassle. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's not going to be a problem at all because there's no...
You're basically calling us a retard, like... You know what I mean? You're basically calling us a retard.
No, not at
Yeah,
all.
you spill our drink.
I don't put any names on anybody. That's your choice.
Must be other stuff.
Do you know what I reckon the problem's going to be with our group?
What's that?
Like them, sorry, but them two are like really quiet.
Yeah, really
it's
shy.
It's like they're afraid to say like what they think.
So the notion we
So
go
like
along
when
with
we be making the film and that, putting the ideas in, they're not really going to speak in that.
They're not going to put their ideas in, it's going to go with what we're saying.
I think that's quite harsh to say that immediately, just because you've got the 3 of you.
It's not harsh.
It's not that. No, it's not even that though. It's not even that though. No, it's not even that though. It's the fact they're sat there and they're just like staring at like other people and they're not saying nothing. Like
perhaps they don't feel safe enough to say something.
No, we're
safe.
all,
What we can
all
do
of us
to
here
it.
speaking here, saying like what our opinions are, and like them two just sat there like.
I think
not saying nothing.
Rovi's trying to include people, so I don't think that's...
It's a choice. I mean,
Yeah, but
people
it's
can
not-
talk when they want
I
to.
think she's being constructive.
They're
It's
part
not
of the
harsh,
group.
we're just trying to say
They're
they're
part of
going to
the
go along with
group.
what we're saying, they're not going to say what we're doing.
First day.
We're part of the group, yeah, and obviously we need everybody to get involved and like say what they feel, innit? Because otherwise, yeah, if we've got 2 people that ain't gonna say nothing,
Can I say something?
how can we like get this together?
So I'm asking everyone in here, is it okay for one person to talk lots more than everyone else? And is it okay for somebody in the group to talk lots less than somebody else? Is that okay with the group?
No.
Is it okay to have quiet days and talkative days?
That's all he said.
I think, just to be fair to Rovi, whether she made the point in the clearest way, I'm not sure, but you were trying to include everyone, I think, in what you were saying.
Yeah, obviously, because
So, I don't
we're
think
a
she's...
team, yeah.
So I think you're saying 2 things, guys. I think that you're saying that we're a team, so everybody's included. So everyone has something to contribute, and I think there's a couple of, I think I'm saying, and maybe Kate also saying, that it's okay to have quiet days, and it's okay for people to be a bit different in the way they express themselves. So it's two positive things, isn't it?
What about if they don't agree with it, and they're going to come to you afterwards and go, I don't agree with that. Why don't, if they don't agree with it, then they should just all say something.
Considering the quiet people, but why don't you talk directly to them? Do you know their names and just say, hi, Callum, what do you think of these notes? What do you think of these notes, Callum? Anything? Are they okay? Yeah, cool.
See what I mean? And then say what you feel.
How do you know? Would
you
you
say anything now?
if you went
just like
with
We're getting one now.
Callum?
I know, you guys are being rude to us, yeah? And all I'm saying, yeah, is like, we need their involvement in the group, yeah? So like, at least say what you feel, yeah? And what your opinion is, innit? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing.
I do support Rosie in her view, and I do think that this calls for maybe another kind of ground rule. Possibly that each of us has the responsibility to say how we feel about something instead of hiding it. So even if we feel, you know, like we might need to take some time to say it, but to eventually say it to the group.
So I bet you're fucked.
So I did hear this.
There's people who aren't here. There's a lot of people who aren't here because I thought they wouldn't cope with this. There's a few guys who are 14, 15. I thought they're not going to cope in this environment. It's quite a lot we're expecting of each other.
Why pick them?
I picked you guys because I thought each of you could get something out of this experience.
No, you said there's some here guys who won't be able to cope with this.
Yeah, I thought.
Why pick them?
No, people said that they wanted to do it, and I went to meet them and I talked it through, and I thought they wouldn't make the best use of this opportunity. I've picked you guys because I think each of you can make the best out of this experience. The same as John and Tobias who can't be here. I think you've all got a lot you can contribute to. So all I've got for group is work as a team.
Sorry, on Thursday, people weren't willing to take part in some of the activities. So could we ask people to just to try you? You weren't willing to. It's about the movement. Some of you weren't willing to try it, and I'd like a rule that people just at least try things before they start.
Well, not necessarily if people get really scared and they shouldn't.
Yeah, if someone don't like you can't expect them to do it.
Like you just said, about words, language, we agreed on that you can't ban it, so why should we be forcing somebody to do something if we don't like it?
Because you might really
But we shouldn't be forcing somebody to be doing it.
Did you go for a jog this morning?
Did I go for a jog this morning?
Yeah, you were running through.
No, I was supposed to spawn this morning, but I haven't looked up as a pad, so that's fine.
They always fighting those two, aren't they?
But you shouldn't force someone to do something if they don't like it. It's not very fair. You have your own rights and you have your own choices to do something.
If they don't like it, but they...
No, we shouldn't be forced to do
don't.
something we don't want to do. And if that doesn't agree,
If you... Okay. Don't do whatever you don't want to do. And that just restricts your options. You don't try new things. And it's...
I think there's two issues there. It's if you try something and you don't like it, that's fair enough.
But if somebody doesn't want to do it, you shouldn't force them to do it.
Yeah, I understand that.
It's like saying, oh yeah, there's a spider. Somebody doesn't like spiders. Go stand in the spider. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be forced to do something you don't want to do.
You guys follow this? I don't know if the joke's about what we're talking about.
No, it's not. No.
Can we ask them? Perhaps if you don't want to do it, you don't prevent other people from doing it. Because I know when we were sort of up in the studio last week, you tend to look across and think, oh, they're not doing it, so I'm not doing it. But it's
about attitude and having a willingness to have a go. Because
you shouldn't be forced to do it. If you want to have a go, then you have a go. If you don't want to have a go, then don't do it.
You're saying this.
You talk. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
You're saying this. You're going to find it easy because you are an actor. You know what I mean? You can say this because you are an actor. You don't mind doing all this, and like, you know what I mean? We ain't exactly actors.
When I was your age, I couldn't say boo to a goose, and and so it's boo to a goose, which is just a phrase. I couldn't say shit or fuck to anybody. Okay, that's so. All I'm just just trying to say is, give these things a chance because they might change your life.
Because the Summer Arts College this year is going to challenge you all in different ways. There's going to be bits where you do things that you wouldn't have imagined a month ago you'd ever get a chance to do.
But we're doing it for a reason, though, so I won't mind doing it because we're doing it for a reason. So.
Excellent. I think that's such a good attitude. That's so cool. So I think if everyone has the similar attitude to Ryan, that you can see the point of it. If you guys, come on, I need you to be listening.
Do you mind not speaking about me like in that way?
What, like you talk over me all the time?
Oh, shut up.
Quite.
You are really rude.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
Well, you don't know me, so just shut up and don't say you know me.
Don't tell me to shut up.
I just did.
Please don't.
I just did.
Please
I
don't.
just did.
Please don't.
I just did.
Please don't.
I just did.
Please don't.
You're really getting on my nerves.
I'm so pleased.
Good.
Can we have a fag break?
Yeah.